Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the J Horror Rising collection released on Blu-ray by Arrow Video. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So I know I'm a wee bit late with this one, and I always did want to get my hands on it as soon as it came out, but we get so many releases every month from pretty much every distribution label there is in the UK and beyond, and I have to really be selective as to what I want. Now, it's not that I don't like J-horror or Japanese cinema, of course I bloody do. This place is littered with it, but whenever there's a Hong Kong movie or a martial arts, specifically action movie, I want it. I want to get my hands on Kung Fu martial arts before anything else. But then Arrow had a sale on quite recently and I picked up the V Cinema Essentials box set. Please go back and check out my unboxing for that and review on the website, of course. But then I saw the J Horror Rising box set there and I thought now is the time to get this incredible piece. And here we have it, this stunning box set release, which I'm very excited to get into because there's a lot of movies on here that I've never heard of before, but I am very excited to check them out. That is some gorgeous artwork there and really does whet the appetite for what to expect here. Now, of course, the J-horror boom came around the late 90s, turn of the century, and it exploded to the point where it really got annoying that everything and everyone wanted a piece of this, even America and their remakes and so on and so on. Now, saying that, I can't disregard what was put out there. There was a lot of incredible titles, and of course we have those that are more famous than others. The Grudge, The Ring, blah blah blah, and on and on and on. Dark Water, etc. And we had Tartan Asia Extreme putting out all these amazing titles. Very happy for that. And of course they have went on now to have some incredible Blu-ray and 4K releases since. But with the J Horror Rising, it seems that there's a lot of titles here that have somewhat slipped under the radar of most mainstream viewers of the J-horror genre. So I'm very excited to check them out. Now, what have we got here? We have got 7 movies in this box set across 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems to be 4 discs. Maybe there's 2 in each. But knowing Arrow, you just have to pick your movie when you go on there. We have got Shikuku, Isola, Multiple Personality Girl, Inugami, St. John's Wort. I think I do have that on DVD. Carved, The Slit-Mouthed Woman, Persona, and Nori the Curse. Very exciting. So, St. John's, here we have it. Yes, St. John's Wort. This is the DVD I have of it, the Universe DVD release. And I have only ever seen it once. When I got this imported, I think it was like from Yes Asia or somewhere like that. I only ever watched it once. I don't remember being blown away by it, but I'm really hoping that this new restored HD version is going to do that for me. Okay, so let's have a look at what comes with this limited edition set here. We've got high definition 1080p Blu-ray presentations, of course, original lossless 5.1 and lossless stereo sound options for Shikuku, Isola, Multiple Personality Girl, Inugami, St. John's Wort, Carved, The Slit-Mouthed Woman, and Nori the Curse, and original lossless stereo audio for Persona. Optional English subtitles for each film, illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writings by Eugene Thacker, Jasper Sharp, Anton Bittel, Amber T, Mark Player, Jim Harper, and Sarah Appleton. Double-sided fold-out poster featuring newly commissioned artwork by Dare Creative, which I really like. I think it's pretty cool. Limited edition packaging featuring newly commissioned artwork by Dare Creative. Absolutely stunning. Gorgeous piece. Let me see if there's anything on the back. There is not. It is a plain red box. Okay, disc 1. Shikuku and Isola Multiple Personality Girl. We have got brand new audio commentary on Shikuku by Japanese cinema expert Tom Mez, Brand new audio commentary on Isola Multiple Personality Girl by critics and Japanese cinema experts Jasper Sharp and Amber T. The Aftermath. Tom Mez discusses J-horror at the turn of the millennium. Something in the Water, a brand new interview with Shikoku director Shunichi Nagasaki. Archival interviews with director Shunichi Nagasaki and actors Chiaki Kunimura and Yu Natsukawa. Dear Lord, either my eyes are I think my eyes are going. I'm going to have to start wearing glasses doing these videos here. But also, Japanese names throw me a little. I'm not going to lie. Archival interviews with actors Shoshino Kimura and Yu Kurosawa on Isola Multiple Personality Girl. On-set footage of the filming of Shikoku. Original trailers and TV spots for both films. And image galleries. So quite a packed collection there for the first disc, which is great. Disc 2, Inugami and St. John's Wort. We've got brand new audio commentary on Inugami by Jonathan Clements. Brand new audio commentary on St. John's Wort by Amber T. Dog Days, a brand new video interview with the director Misato Harada. The Making of St. John's Wort, an archival featurette. I'll double check if that's on the DVD, of course. Archive interviews with St. John's Wort actors Megumi Okina, Koichichiro Sato, Riko Masuo and Koji Akura. On set, behind the scenes footage of the filming of St. John's Wort. Original trailers and TV spots for St. John's Wort, image galleries also for both films. On disc 3 we have Carved, The Slit-Mouthed Woman and Persona. Brand new audio commentary on Carved by Zach Davison. Why So Serious? A brand new interview with Carved, The Slit-Mouthed Woman director Koji Shirahashi. Weapon of Choice, a brand new video essay on Carved, The Slit-Mouthed Woman by Japanese horror specialist Lindsay Nelson. Confessions of a Mask, a brand new interview with Persona director Takeshi Komatsu. Image galleries for both films. And on disc 4 we have Nori the Curse, which has a brand new audio commentary by Julian Singleton. Director's POV, a brand new video interview with Nori the Curse director Koji Shirashi. The Man in the Shadows, a brand new interview with the Nori producer. Changing Perspective, a brand new video essay on Nori by Japanese horror specialist Lindsay Nelson. Ectoplasm Worms, a brand new video essay on Nori by Japanese cinema expert Amber T. How to Protect Yourself Against Curses. Urgent Report, Pursuing the Truth About Kagutaba, TV special. Over half an hour of deleted scenes. Trailers and TV spots and an image gallery. So quite a lot there on the last disc. Oh my god. And of course it does mention there that some of the films contain a sequence of flashing lights which may affect certain viewers. Okay, let's get stuck into this. I cannot wait any longer. Slides out there, you have got a book and a poster and of course the 4 discs, which all look wonderful. Let me just flip each one of these over. Very nice. Okay, the first 2 movies, as you can see, with new artwork, and on the back it's all broken down, but I will open that out and share it with you. So both movies come on the 1 disc as explained, and of course you have some art cards here. Looks like there is yep, the original artwork on the other side here. So the new cover and flipping that over. And of course this is the girl from Battle Royale and Kill Bill. So it's going to be interesting to see more of her work. But I am keeping that original artwork. I think this whole box set deserves to keep its original pieces. Inside with these art cards we have got an ad for Demolition Man and Arrow Video. But also these Isola and Shikoku. Okay, so yeah. The Shikoku ones, we have got certain images, as you can see. And on the other side, they all carry the same thing there. And the last one, I think, for that, is that the right way up? And then Isola, which I don't know what to expect with this one. And on the other side, you get those. But yeah, so the J-horror craze, I mean, I really did get into it at that time. I mean, there was so much of it thrust in our way, and we hadn't really seen anything quite like it here in the West. And although I've been collecting Asian movies for such a long time, before that, it was still very wow and very new, and I got some incredible titles around that time. None of these, of course. But I'm very excited to get stuck into this and see what's on offer here. It's been a while since I have watched a J-horror movie, I have to admit. So this should be pretty exciting. Inside, more art cards. Of course, the two movies on one disc, as you can see. I will share those with you. And the original covers opposite for Inugami and St. John's Wort, which is indeed carrying the same kind of artwork there as that DVD that I have, that Hong Kong DVD. But yeah, I don't remember being blown away by that, so I'm really hoping this is a different experience. Of course, it's 15-20 years later maybe that I last watched it, so it's going to be interesting. Okay, this is Inugami art cards, so 3 of each, and on the other side they all have the same print, of course. But yeah, don't know what to expect from the other movies in this box, and that kind of excites me. St. John's Wort is an interesting one. I think it's about a gamer that gets kind of pulled into the horrors of his own work, from what I can remember. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting watch, but I'm excited for it. That's quite a thick card. I thought there was maybe 2. Oh, there is 2 stuck together. Interesting. Oh, 2 of the same. Look at that. Lucky man, look at me. Getting extras that nobody else is getting. Not that I'm going to do a lot with that. Carved the Slipmouth Woman, which I'm quite excited for, and Persona. And as you can see, that new artwork here, which is quite nice. I really like what this Dare Creative, is that their name? They've done some good jobs here. So of course the art cards, or the photo cards and the disc, and I'll pop that cover out just so you can see either side of it. But yeah, I don't know if these are low budget J-horrors. Are they bigger studio J-horrors? I am excited to learn quite a bit about them. And of course, I've directed 5-6 horror movies myself, 5 horror movies. So I am a big fan of the genre, and I am always looking for more inspiration, let's just say, and especially from Asian cinema. But yeah, there's some interesting images to come here with this one. I don't even know if you're making that out. Reminds me of going down into the catacombs in Paris. It has got that similar vibe there. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see these movies for the first time. Looks like again that actress is back from the Kill Bill Battle Royale. I can never remember her name, and she's quite a popular actress, but I can just never, her name never sticks with me. But yeah, she's always pretty cool. She rarely disappoints. Definitely delivers great performances for anything I've seen her in already. So I am excited to see her appear in these. And the last one is Nori the Curse. And of course this gets its own disc and gets a few more extras on there. So it'll be interesting to see just where this goes. Bum, bum, bum. So the cards and the disc, and let me just pop out that. Interesting. I don't know, are we going to get like a Ring kind of thing, a Grudge? I'm getting the vibe that this might be that kind of movie. I have a funny feeling. Funny feeling. Yes, I don't know too much about it, so I'm not going to make anything up for you. Let me get that cover in. That was the most awkward way to pop that in there. And inside the cards, 1, 2, 3. Yes, this will be an interesting watch, but I will certainly save it for last, and hopefully it is the best. Woo! Dropping everything. Here we go. And the last one. Good family portrait there. Okay, cool. That be that. And then we have got this poster, which I'm friggin' happy for. I've been filling out because I don't have the wall space to put up the posters that I really want. I've bought these incredible big poster books, and I've been putting all my posters into these pages, and they look incredible. So I will share that with you at some point on a show and tell. But for now, here we have that wonderful artwork from Dare Creative. Looks really cool. Gonna look cool in my poster book, that's for sure. Really love it. Very, very nice. And on the other side there, clearly from one of the movies there. Maybe the carved mouth woman, slit mouthed woman, I'm not too sure. I'm getting that impression. But that's pretty cool, very nice indeed. Very excited for that. And last but not least then, we have got this gorgeous looking book. Quite a thick book actually. Hopefully I'll get through it all with you. And on the back, not much there. But yeah, let me have a quick flick and share this with you. Beautifully put together as always. I mean, Arrow rarely disappoint, if any. I often question their logic behind the Shawscope box sets, because there certainly would have been a tidier way to deliver those movies. But I really do like what they've put out. It's just perhaps in no particular order, but they still do a great job. And everything else I've got from the Bruce Lee box set, the V Cinema one that I talked about, everything is beautiful and so much more. I've got the Grudge set from them and the Ring set, and I guess that's why I wanted this, because I do have their other J horror offerings, and I feel that this would just complete that until the next set comes along. I mean, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to love and a lot to read about. Like, it's going to take some time getting through this. This is like one of those books you take on a short flight when you're going over to London or something, and that length of time is pretty good for getting through this kind of thing here. Yes, lovely. Okay, beautifully put together. Really can't wait to check it out. Definitely bedtime reading this weekend. But for now, that's all I have to share with you. So I am going to go check out as much of this as I possibly can. Probably come back here in a week to share with you what I think, but with the joy of editing, I'll be back in a moment. So just back after checking out the J Horror Rising box set released by Arrow Video. As you can see behind me, I have Nori the Curse put in to show you the artwork used on the menus as an example. They're all different throughout, and every other disc of course has 2 movies on there, so you get to choose which movie you want to go into, each of which come with their own abundance of special features. I mean, this box set is jam-packed with exciting things to check out there. In fact, so much so I've had to put a few notes to the side, so bear with me because I couldn't remember them all. But all of the movies were first-time watches for me, apart from St. John's Wort, which I did like a wee bit better this time around. I can see why I didn't like it though. It's those filters, they're kind of outdated that they use throughout this, and they kind of annoyed me, and I think that's what really put me off it the first time. Now I understand why, because the HD restoration really highlighted that even more. Still, a very interesting piece and quite an enjoyable movie overall as a horror film. But yes, let's get stuck into it. So, Shikoku, first time watch for me, really liked it. Watched it a second time with the audio commentary from Tom Mez. Really enjoyed that. Very informative piece. And Tom returns for a featurette called The Aftermath, which kind of looks at the J horror craze. The films involved in it ran for around 24 minutes, just under 24 minutes, but definitely well worth checking out if you're a fan of that genre, which you should be if you've picked this up, of course. There's a new director's interview around 23 minutes. Again, lots of informative pieces there, straight from the horse's mouth. And then there's some archival interviews, one with the director, 2 with both the female leads. Then you have some on-set footage, some trailers, TV spots, and an image gallery there. So a very packed piece with the Shikoku release. Then on that same disc you have Isula or Isula. Now I understand why it's called that, but I'm not going to give that away. But again, a great movie, very different. Was quite excited to see this one actually after reading up about it, but I wasn't disappointed at all. Again, the HD print looks stunning. You had an audio commentary, and it was quite a fun audio commentary with Jasper Sharp and Amber T. In terms of special features, you have got short archival interviews with the stars, short section of behind the scenes footage, which again was cool to see, but it's just a short piece. Then you have a trailer, like a double bill trailer. A lot of these were double bill trailers also, and an image gallery there. That's probably one of the shortest amounts of special features included in this set. Then you have Inugami, and again, what a different movie altogether. I really love whoever chose the movies to go into this set really selected such a different, because you could have had a bunch of Ring ripoffs and Grudge ripoffs, and you don't. It's all very, very different. But Inugami was fantastic. A slow kind of start, but a beautifully shot movie. I mean, even with this HD restoration, even more so. But it's still oddly compelling, and I really urge you to check this out. It is a fantastic movie. Shot in the same place actually as Shikoku, in Shikoku itself, but really well worth checking out. And after being in Japan and hiking for 3 days over their mountains and things, I probably appreciated that beauty even more so, because it opens going over those, not the same mountains, but going over that typical kind of wilderness of Japan, and that really struck a chord with me, of course. You have a fantastic director's interview that runs for just under 30 minutes, delivered in English, but wonderful to check out and listen to. I mean, he really goes into depth about the story of this and the whole creation of the movie in itself. It is absolutely worth listening to. You also have an image gallery with this, and I forgot about the audio commentary with Jonathan Clements. Again, a very interesting piece, very informative, but definitely well worth listening to if you've already watched the movie there. St. John's Wort, of course, I talked about this, about the gamers and the horror kind of coming to life in that, and it was quite, I did enjoy it much better than I did the first time with the DVD, but it was that use of these odd colored filters that really threw me, and it did this time also. I kind of really got annoyed with it. But as much as it wasn't one of my favorites, I did go back and watch it a second time with the audio commentary from Amber T, of course. This was good, a very, very informative piece. Again, definitely well worth checking out if you want to learn more about the movie. Also, watch the behind the scenes and making of featurette that's on there. I think it ran for around 21 minutes or so, but definitely an interesting piece, and kind of allowed me to appreciate the movie a lot more, of course. You have got a short on-set intro, like really short, 4 archival interviews, a set of trailers, TV spots, and of course the obligatory image gallery is there also. Following that was Carved, the Slipmouth Woman, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Very different, very creepy at times, some great effects in there. Plays like a slasher movie, and a character that I could see going on to have a series of movies, very much like Freddy Krueger or someone like that, because the ability is there, the myth and the legend is there. I'd really like to see that. Went back and watched it a second time with the audio commentary with Zach Davison, and that was just okay, some informative stuff there. But there's a great director's interview that ran for just under 18 minutes in length. That was really informative, of course it was, straight from the horse's mouth. And then you have horror expert Lindsay Nelson, talks for just under 17 minutes on the movie and has some great points there also. Then you have 2 image galleries with that movie, and that's it. On the same disc you have Persona, which was quite interesting, really interesting actually. I think it's an adaptation of a manga, but yeah, I really liked it. It was quite different to all the rest, and this again is what I love about this box set. You're not getting the same thing over and over and over again. But yeah, it was pretty intense at times, I have to say. I could definitely see this as an anime for sure. The stars were Tatsuya Fujiwara from Death Note and Kaiji the Gambler, things like that, and Shikuku's Chiaki Kuriyama. Of course, both of them this same year, the year of 2000, would star together in Battle Royale. But it was nice to kind of see them do this warm-up piece together. But I liked it. And of course, the final film of the box set, which is Nori the Curse. Again, another movie, very different to everything else that's on here. Kind of done in a docu-film style, which was quite popular around this time, of course, all over the world. Everyone was making these kinds of movies. But I really, really enjoyed it. Watched it a second time with the audio commentary from Julian Singleton, which was pretty good. Again, worth checking out if you want to learn some more on the film. But also, you have a host of interviews included on this disc there. You have an interview with the director, with the producer, and 2 of the Arrow Films, Arrow Videos film critics and people like that, that definitely spread the information thin with what they have on offer there. Now, you also have a section of bonus footage which runs for slightly just under an hour, and the majority of this is a program that is kind of like, I guess, like a Ghost Hunters kind of thing, where the director and the host have been sent in loads of stories about where this curse keeps popping up and they go on the hunt for it, so to speak. It's quite an interesting piece. I thought it was connected to the movie as in bonus footage that we didn't see, but actually below that then you have 13 deleted scenes. Now I didn't watch all of these, but because there was quite a lot, but 13 chunky deleted scenes from an already extensive movie. But if you are really into it and you want to learn a wee bit more and see what they cut out, it's definitely well worth checking out there. On top of that, then you have 5 trailers and TV spots, so a whole mixture, maybe 2 main trailers, 3 TV spots, and then an image gallery, of course, there. But all in all, what an incredibly packed box set. It took me some time to get through this, but it actually perked up my love again for J-horror, and I will be going back through my Tartan Asia Extreme and other label releases of J-horror over the next lot of weeks, just to kind of go back to see these films that I used to really enjoy and love until we really get saturated with them, of course. But this is well worth picking up for any horror film fan, for any fan of J-horror, of course. Overall, it's just a gorgeous piece, and I'm really glad that it is on my shelf. So this, for me, gets a double thumbs up. Super glad that it's in my collection. Out now to buy from Arrow Video. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.